Hey, DevOps people, listen up. This was a cool call we just had. The company was born from this idea of the DevOps centric workplace, right? And
Yeah,
so, what problem did you think that type of organization had that you're trying to solve?
that's a great question. So, if you think about really what has led to the DevOps transformation, there's a couple of things. You've got rising business pressure to deliver value to customers as quickly as possible and accelerate time to market. You've then got this need to do that is around increased collaboration within the organization, the decentralization of IT. DevOps is a symptom of that. And then you have this complexity of, okay, we need to deliver value faster to customers, but we're doing that in a much more complex environment. We've got lots of applications in the SaaS world. We have mobile. We're having to deliver product changes very quickly to multiple platforms and at scale. So stuff breaks. And when it breaks, you want to be able to quickly, reliably, and efficiently orchestrate the right people together in the right way at the right time to solve those problems. And really, that's where PagerDuty was born. From engineers that worked for Amazon, our founders, back in 2009, used to carry pages and kind of scratch their heads and thought, there must be a better way of being able to reliably respond when problems occur.
So the idea being that an organization already has some sort of monitoring tool or possibly multiple monitoring tools, right? And that, but they're being sort of inundated with messages when a bad thing happens, and those messages are they're being sent either to the wrong person or maybe to everyone, right? So we want to make sure the right person always has it, so we send it to everyone, which means that a bunch of people are getting messages that they don't necessarily need. Or we go the opposite way and we say, we're going to just send it to Steve, but Steve is either on vacation or maybe not the right person to get this message, and Steve might not be available at this moment. Meanwhile, we've got automated messages being sent. So you're going to take that input and apply some logic to it and create escalations and things like that to deal with those. Does that sound about right?
Exactly, because poor Steve is going to get inundated by alerts. What's his confidence in those? How's he going to trust those if he's getting alerted all the time?
Right.
So making sure that you're reliably bringing people together to solve a problem based on real incidents, not simply duplicate alerts that are being fired out by multiple monitoring tools. So applying some intelligence to that as an aggregation point in the cloud, and then reliably and automatically bringing the right people together to respond, and reducing that period of time to identify and then resolve an issue is obviously very valuable for organizations that want to move quickly in a DevOps agile world.
Yeah, and the idea is that, it sounded like in our previous talk, it sounded like there's a lot of alerts that are very simple that you can just automate and get to the right person at the right time, and then do automated escalation if that right person doesn't respond. But then you've got some very complicated ones, like the ones you talked about, that generate many, many messages, and you can boil those down to using humans and say, hey, here's a complex problem, but then let's apply the escalation path that you've specified.
Yeah, exactly. And that to me is part of a broader trend. You have very smart, very talented people in your technology teams, in organizations, and you want those guys focusing on solving the hard problems, or better still, adding value in a way that takes technology and enables it for business growth and customer satisfaction. So many organizations don't want their precious technology experts having to deal with this kind of problem. So being able to alert that in a very reliable way saves money, but more importantly, it drives business growth and customer satisfaction.
Well, sounds good. Getting the right people. So I guess the only remaining question is, what is a pager? What is that? I can't remember the last time I saw an actual pager.
Yeah,
Except for maybe maybe doctors. I don't know if they have actual pagers, but I do remember carrying an actual pager, and I do remember getting half a dozen texts or pages one time in the middle of a performance of Madame Butterfly and ruining my performance. So I applaud your efforts to make things better for Steve and for everyone wearing a pager-like device out there. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.